Yeah, he's a very, very intelligent, debonair man. And I have a bunch of other things to say about him. So, let's see here. We're going to play a little of this music. I get some notes together. Again, this is Tim Ellerby. This is not Tim Ellerby. This is Tim Ellerby. Yes, it sure is. Yes. Ooh. Cool of the day. Hello, Dominique Barbini. Mwah. Yes, that's absolutely beautiful. Yes. All right. So WJZZ is an iconic, legendary jazz format. So we're very, very happy to be a part of this digital format radio station based in Detroit, Michigan. We're going to talk about those WJZZ call letters in Detroit on March 18th, 1974. WJZZ became a premier jazz radio station in the nation. The station was shut down. Its broadcasting in fall of 1996 and remained dormant for 23 years. The station, via the call letter WJZZ, was revived by my guy, our partner, Roger Penzabina Jr., the president and CEO. We just want to say for Black History Month, thank you for Mr. Penzabina, for Penzabini, for doing the things that you do so well, bringing and gapping things together. So then you have the sister, WJZZ Cool TV, and that's where we are right now in the Preservation of Jazz Hour. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone knows or is getting to know me a little better. I love jazz and I love to talk about jazz, and I'm learning about jazz, and I want to learn more about it and its history and its heritage and all the things that come with it. That's been my voyage. So jazz is the only music in which the same note can be played night after night, but definitely differently each time. And that was Ornette Coleman who said that. And Ornette Coleman had brains, because yes, we can take jazz and we can just say it in so many ways. So ode to jazz. So I just want to say thank you to all of our amazing musicians, vocalists, managers. Thank you all for coming and talking to me and making it fun for me to be a part of such a great movement, the movement of jazz. Jazz is not dead, it's a continuation, and we're going to keep it moving. So thank you. So we had Zion Yisrael, we had Ramona Collins on the 25th of November. We had booking agent, jazz entertainment manager Dawn E. Webb, and DJ Remarkable, one of my dearest friends. We had Inu Savad, We had Madison Lee, Eno Savad, excuse me. We had R.J. Spangler, and the ambassador to and the ambassador of jazz in Japan, Harvey Thompson. We also had in what is this December 30th, we had the pianist Sean McDonald. January we had the drummer Jalo Jakate. We had Ben Sharkey, the vocalist, and a few others. Sheila Hale, also Aduni, the drummer Nate Wynn, Gerard, and saxophonist Mike Munford. Tonight we have Tim Ellerby, so we are definitely looking forward to talking to Tim Ellerby later on in the show. So let's get into some good stuff here. I took some notes, and let's see here. What did I come up with? Okay, and just for review, remember to look up Blind Tom Wiggins. Yes. And Larry Pancho Brown. Yes. And let's give the Black Messiah, Judah and the Black Messiah, a round of an applause, because that movie was everything. And I can't tell the end of the movie or the end of the story, but if you know anything about the Bible, you know that Judah did the unspeakable. He betrayed his brother for a few silver coins. And so, you know, that's that. All right. So I write a little bit all the time about jazz, and just wanted to read a portion of what I wrote with the help of other writers. As jazz spread around the world, it drew on national, regional, and local musical cultures, which gave rise to the different styles. New Orleans jazz began in the early 1900s, combining earlier brass band marches, French quadrilles, ragtime and blues, with collective polyphonic improvisation. In the 1930s, heavy arranged, dance-oriented swing, big band, Kansas City jazz, a hard swinging bluesy improvisational style, and gypsy jazz, a style that emphasized musette waltzes, were the prominent styles. Then bebop. In the 1940s, shifting jazz from dance-able popular music towards a more challenging musician music. And this is where the conversation intensified. But then you have, in all of this, you have the jazz groupie. You have the jazz groupie, and what is the jazz groupie? The jazz groupie, in my opinion, is that one that sits and knows your set better than you know it. Absolutely. Absolutely will tell you that you sung that song last week, and they were hoping that you would do that song again. The jazz groupie. The jazz groupie sticks around and around and around and around until next the jazz groupie is backstage with you, learning all of your secrets, learning all of that backstage jazz that you put on stage. So the jazz groupie can be two things. It can be a problem or a awakening, a good connection, you know. So I've had jazz groupies in my stead, performing. Some good, some bad. But we need our. I don't like the word groupie, and I don't actually remember how I even made that topic, but I knew that it was something that was in my spirit that I had to discuss the jazz groupie. So you know the number 313-355-6018. Give me a call and tell me your jazz groupie story. You have one? I like to hear it. I'm sure we all would like to hear it, huh? Mm-hmm. We sure would. So, let's see. Detroit Music Awards is in the air. And congratulations to, I brought something. Congratulations to all the nominees this year. Last year, I was the, let's see here, Outstanding Traditional Jazz Artist, which I was so excited to have, so ecstatic and so honored. And then, you know, COVID hit. So in all actuality, when I received or heard my name as the recipient of this wonderful, prestigious award, I was actually washing dishes, preparing dinner for my family. We were having tacos that day, and I remember what I had on. I had my favorite lounge dress on, and my hair was up, and I was just at home being a good wife. So that was nice to get it that way. And then we had to do the curbside thing, and we had to, I mean, all the precautions that was necessary. The Detroit Music Award Foundation made sure that we were all safe. So that was good. That was good. Now, one thing about wearing a crown, sometimes it could be a little, could be a little hot. So this is my jazz crown, y'all. So again, so I just wanted to just say to all of the Detroit Music Award recipients, special honorees, nominees, special nominees, all the staff, the board, that thank you for this is your happy 30th anniversary, and thank you. Us here at WJZZ Cool TV are excited to you know, we're going to be a part of it all in some kind of way, I'm sure. Mr. Pizzabini Jr. is going to do something wonderful. We're going to have something here, and I'm just very excited to be a part of it again this year. And I did, you can vote if you're a member of the Detroit Music Awards. You can go and vote. You can also, go become a member. You can, I don't know how the is it going to go live, or we're going to do a live stream again. But yeah, hello, Tonette. So yeah, we can all, we just have to wait and see how that's going to go. But I'm so very, very excited to be a nominee this year, a nominee in my new album, Club Crescendo Volume 3, my first produced jazz album. Last year in January, the mid-January, it was released, and I thought that it would do this thing, and then March rolled around, and so I have to re-release it, of course, but I just didn't really have the energy that I wanted to have, and the enthusiasm I wanted to have. Yeah, so I just want to quickly say to you, good evening, jazz lovers, again. Again, welcome to the Preservation Jazz Hour, live streaming here on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And you can find us on YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, and Facebook. And we love to hear from you later on in the show. Call in and join the conversation. We're talking about jazz groupies. Tell us your jazz groupie story. I was a jazz groupie for a long time. I was a groupie for a long time because I wasn't familiar with working with live bands. And so initially, me going to Northwestern, I used to sit, actually, I never went to class. I never went to class. I would sit in the room. I don't even know how they actually allowed me to do that, but I sat in the room all the time, and Mr. Robinson's room in Northwestern High School, and that was my thing. I just sat there and I sucked it all in. So yeah, that was me. So again, congratulations, Detroit Music Award nominees. Congratulations. I voted for who I was going to vote for. Some of the best of the best is nominated. It's always a great time. It's always a very emotional time to be because the Detroit Music Awards is for the people. It's the People's Choice Awards, so that makes everything very, very tender, and it just makes it all good and stuff. So I brought my favorite clock, and I brought my favorite microphone. Everyone knows about the radio mic. And I brought my flowers, and I brought my special cloth just so I could feel a little more at home. Although they treat me very well with WJZZ Cool TV. They treat me very well. So, but I'm just kind of moving in a little at a time. Okay, so we're going to keep it moving with some information. Let's see. Let's share some stuff. So I did go online, and I typed in Detroit jazz artist, and I found some really great names. So I'd like to share it with you. Hello, Carl and Clarence. Come on in. And hello, Detroit and all around the world. Thank you for tuning in to WJZZ Cool TV with your hostess, Sky Covington. So let's see here. Let's see. So we always want to acknowledge our Detroit, our artists in Detroit. We always want to give our artists all the love and keep them working, and we want to support them. We want to donate money. We want to do all the wonderful things to do. And yes, if you feel inspired, I did get a couple of emails. If you feel inspired and you want to do a tip, I don't know how normal that is to have a podcast. Well, I'm still learning. So I do have a Cash App. It is YAHBELLA Yabella. YAHBELLA. So yeah, I would be open to getting a few tips. That would be nice. But it's not necessary. But yeah. And also, if you want to me to talk about some of the things that you do and promote some of the things that you want to promote on our show, please call us, and we can get some commercial slots for you and all that, because we do that as well. Let's build this thing up together. So let's see here. So there's a good reason why the Detroit Jazz Festival is such a smashing success each year. Let's see. So let's call out some names. Earl Van Dyke, keyboardist. Motown were firmly rooted in Detroit jazz clubs, including, yes, Earl Van Dyke on keyboard. James Jamerson. Thomas Beans Bowles on flute and saxophone, who was my mentor. May he rest in peace. He was my amazing mentor. Yes, he was. And let's see, we have Uriel Jones on drums. We have Eddie Willis on guitar. We have Joe Hunter. We have Robert White and Benny Benjamin. All right. So these were great guys. They were in the jazz as well as in the jazz bands as well, of course, as well as Motown. I'm going to be performing or presenting one of my Motown jazz divas. Faye Bradford is who I'm featuring, but man, I tell you, it's hot in here. Only because I keep my head very warm. Hello, Teddy. Hello, Erica. If you were on the fly, hey y'all. Hey, Mr. Willis. Okay, so let's see here. So we're talking about jazz in Detroit. So we had Elvin Jones, we had Harold McKinney, Sir Ronald Hanna, Wendell Harris, Lucky Thomas, Pepper Adams, Robert Hurst, remember him? Paul Chambers, Ursula Walker, and a lot. We still a lot. No, let me tell you, this is not the passed away jazz. A lot of our artists are still kicking and creating and doing all the wonderful things. Congratulations to Straight Ahead, who has a nominee. We have Howard McGee, Ken Cox, and Ralph Armstrong. Congratulations, Mr. Ralph Armstrong, for your nomination as well. Indeed, as this story is being written, I am listening to the great CD featuring You Be the Judge by Mike Walls Trio, with Mike Walls on piano. Marion Hayden, one of the best bass players in the world. We're going to have her on the show soon. George Davison on drums. Ursula Walker gave me some of the best advice, and I'm still learning, that when the vocalists get on stage, that we should demand our stage as well. With me, I do agree with her. I think that was some of the best advice given through my career to date. And it's because I try so diligently to be part of the band, I sometimes lose that vigor because I just want to be with the band. But that's some great advice that being the front lady or the front vocalist, it's okay to stand behind and when it's the band is doing the solo, but it's so important to also when it's your time to shine, to sparkle really big. So thank you, Ursula, for that. Bill Banfield and the BM Magic Orchestra. Numerous delight jazz greats are being spotlighted. Let's see, may he rest in peace, Marcus Belgrave and Joan Belgrave, which is also a nominee for Best Jazz. So congratulations, Queen Joan Belgrave. Indeed. Let's see here. Now, Charles Mingus. Is Charles Mingus from Detroit? Eric Dolphy and Max Roach. We'll have to look that up. Let's look that up. But I do know I'm so excited about performing with Turhan this weekend at the Valley Park. We're doing the Motown, and it's all relative, let me tell you that much. A hearty holla holla hoo to James Carter, who plays saxophone and clarinet, is among the younger of Detroit jazz greats. Well, he's not among the younger anymore. He's a man. And but I remember when I got my first gig at Baker's, Scott Ryder. That was my first gig. I got $20 for singing Summertime. Yeah, I spent it so fast though. Probably bought, I don't know, at the time I was drinking Reuniti, trying to be grown. I was drinking sparkly red wine. So that was fun. But I do remember that $20. I stretched it for the whole night. So we have Jerry Allen. The jazz, okay. Donald Byrd. Manhattan School of Music. Blackbird. We got Betty Carter. We have Kenny Burrell. Ron Carter. I love Ron Carter. Yusef Lateef. Born William Emmanuel Huddleston. Milt Jackson, my actual uncle. Yes, Milt Jackson. I'm a Milt Jackson, part of the Milt Jackson clan. Yeah, so ode to our musicians. I hope that I spurred up a name that you might be curious about. But I think it would be only nice to play a little James Carter. Let's see here. Let's see what we can do. Let's find some James Carter. And to our WJZZ Cool TV listeners, I'm sorry I'm not paying you no attention or not no eye contact. So forgive me. I'm just a little excited, and I'm still learning. But I want to tell you that you make WJZZ Cool TV rock and roll. So thank you for your support. Keep your sponsorship coming. Um, Remember that we also have things for you to enjoy 24 hours. You can also go to WJZZ Jazz Radio. Go to the radio and listen to music. Now you can send your original music too. So there's so much to do. And in fact, what I did this time is that I've made I wanted to share with you because I haven't done that. I wanted to share that there is also a sister station, WDDS Dirty TV, Hot Flash Happy Hour, 6 to 8 with Tasha Owens. You know our girl Tasha Owens. Sonic Soul, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. with Gerald, was that Renaud and Bracy, excuse me. The Butterfly Effect, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. right next door. So if you hear any noise, it's the Butterfly Effect. They're having a good time. They're young. It's cool. Butterfly Mars. We have Rush Express with DJ Rush and 7 to 9. And I'm not going to say the word, but it starts with the FUCK, it. 9 p to 10 p with Yvonne Sweetness. All right. We're also looking for jazz vocalists, musicians, engineers, teachers, poets, producers, news media, and historians for the sit down or a phone interview. We would love to hear your story. If you are interested in an interview on my show, The Preservation of Jazz Hour, just please give me a call at 248-383-3385 and let's hook something up where you can be my special guest and I can ask you silly questions and the serious ones too. All right. Yes. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So, what's going on now? What something from my own heart. I was feeling down today for a minute, and I called T Money Green, and I said, being totally transparent, I said, I need a mentor. I'm stuck. I'm really stuck. I don't know what to do. What's my next thing? Although I'm already in my next thing. And guess what he said? He was like, Sky, all of us are. He was like, don't get out of your head. Get back to work. And it made me feel really good. So thank you, T Money Green, for that. Because being being a musician, we're your healers, So yeah, we're your healers. So with that being said, I just want you to remember you're watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment because we need your comments. So yeah, so that was a thing. I got over it and I started feeling better. I really started feeling better. So again, ladies and gentlemen, jazz cats and kitties, kings and dogs and cats. Let's play a little James Carter for a minute before our special guests come to the stage. Jazz, James Carter Sax Improv, 2009, World Saxophone Quartet Live. Outstanding. Excellent. See? Can't make this stuff up. I tell you, can't make it up. So, okay, so it is 6:32. Was that 6:32? 6:33 on the clock. And I want to share a poem with you. I am working on a book. It's called The Window Shopping. And if anyone have known anything about me, poetry is where I started. And so I think I would love to. All right. Okay. Well, I'll bring that. Well, I can do one more. I'll do one thing. This is COVID-19. Air is different. It's suffocating life now. Everything has changed. That's my haiku. That's what I love most. I love haikus. So I hope you like that. So here we go. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm just so very, 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 very happy. Tim Ellerby is coming on the Hello there.
Hello.
Hi, Tim Ellerby.
Hello, Sky Covington.
So let me tell the audience now. You can hear this interview on WJZZ Cool TV on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook and Periscope. So just in case, but we're talking to Tim Ellerby, and so Tim Ellerby, hello.
Hello. You got me everywhere tonight. Look at you.
Mm-hmm. You all over the place, King Man. Yes, so I just want to say, first of all, when a lot of the men, the men in your life, like when you have a husband, you may not get as much help from other kings. And that's never deterred you one bit about my marital status or my that whole thing, because you are a true friend and a true workman, one of my true peers. And so I want to thank you for everything that you have done up until this point to support and just be such a perfect gentleman and a great friend throughout everything.
You are very welcome. It's interesting. You said I'm a peer now. You have been my mentor for such a long time. I learned so much from you about how to do what I'm doing better and better. And what I've accomplished in the last couple of years, I can say that you had a very big hand in helping me do, and I really appreciate you too.
Oh, yeah, you know, I it's you're a king, so you know, I'm old. I'm an old fashioned girl. I am your. We are to inspire each other, but I do appreciate that, and I love giving you all the information I can give you because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to pass on the information. You just decided to use it and do a great deal of things with it.
Yeah, I did.
You took
But
it. I mean, you took it and ran with it.
you had some gasoline, so
Yeah,
I
I'm
had
just like, man, you made me get up. I mean, you made me get up and follow some of my own advice, you know, because I was at some point you just get like, well, I'm good. Like I always say, if God give me anything else, it'll be the cherry on top. But you know, but it's deeper than that. We're here to really do great things.
and I
So,
think that the responsibilities that we both have show that it's kind of like faithfulness.
yes,
He rewards the faithful for taking care of the little things.
yes,
And I'm looking at you now. You're on WJZZ, live streaming all over the place, and that's because you were faithful and you can handle the bigger things. And I look at what Temperance Media has become, and I remember when I had one laptop and a keyboard, and now I can't even count the number of instruments I got down here.
yes,
Putting music out.
yes.
It's cool.
And so let's talk about your music because I mean, you. Okay, so let's talk about your. Okay, let's just. I'm just going to give you just a little bit. I do have a Tim's bio. Studied piano under Tillis Butler from
hmm
1981 to 1983. Tell us about that.
Um, I was probably the worst piano student he had because I uh, I played by ear initially. That music just runs in my family. So I had a hard time being patient enough to learn to read the sheet music. Um, but he was patient with me until he got me to the point where I took the sight reading, a little bit more seriously. And although I mostly let that slide, I have maintained a little bit of what he tried to teach me, and actually moving forward with working for Enchantment for as long as I have, the other musicians there made sure that I um, got back into sight reading and learning all the chord charts and everything. So that's really helped out in tandem with playing by ear to make me a better musician. But yeah, I was in his class for like 2 or 3 years, and it taught me to settle down a little bit. Not too much. I was a kid, of course, but it taught me to settle down and take my music seriously.
Yeah. So tell us, how is it working with the famous band Enchantment?
Um, it's great. I initially was asked by the girlfriend of one of the members, Dave Banks, if um, if I played R&B, which at the time I had no interest in. I was doing techno and rock and roll. She was like, "Well, go to the audition and see what happens." So I went to the audition, and E.J. Johnson just threw a couple of things at me. Said, "Can you play this? Yeah, can you play this?" And then he gave me a tape and said, "Learn this by Friday." And it was like Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we did our first show on Friday, and it wasn't too bad, just a couple of hundred people. And then the next weekend, it was like a 20,000 seat soul festival, sold out. And I was in the tank by then, so uh, I've been with them now for about 20 years or so, and I'm still a member. We were actually slated to do a couple of shows last year, but then COVID hit, so
Yeah.
we're waiting. We'll see what happens like later this year and next year.
Yeah. 20 years with the singing group Enchantment.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I see that you studied also guitar under Everett Boone, 2012 through 2013. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Everett Boone is like Well, he was like a really um, legendary guitarist in the city. Really, really good. Guitar, keyboard, drums, whatever. He played everything, and he was kind of a mentor to me too. In the last church I was in, he taught me uh, basic chords on the guitar left-handed because I'm left-handed. So people laugh at me because I play the guitar upside down, but I learned what he taught me in the
Yeah.
way he taught me because he was left-handed too. Um, and that's been several years now, and I've learned lots and lots of songs on it. And then I'm not as proficient at it as I want to be, nowhere near like he was, but I can, like you've seen me, I can hold my own with it on stage when I have to.
Yes, you can hold your own.
He
So,
he was a good teacher. Like I said, he was a mentor for several years. He passed away sadly from cancer a couple of years ago.
okay.
But I always look at things like this, that when things like that happen, you it's almost like you're passing the baton. So he kind of passed the baton to me, the torch to keep things going. And a
Yeah.
lot of what I do in his memory as I keep my music going.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, ode to Mr. Everett Boone. So I know that I see that you founded Tim Ellerby Project in 2006, a co-founder Dream of Element 2005, founder of Tempress Productions 2016, and you performed it. You have performed under the wows of the Hug Detroit Festival, Detroit Vintage Fridays with Natasha Beautiful Thought,
Yeah.
um, and auditioned for America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Uh, yes, Concert of Colors, a
Yeah.
Peaceful Poetic Place, Baker's
Yeah.
Keyboard Lounge with Michael Elders, worship leader for CEM
Mhm.
Ministries.
Mhm.
Toured with Enchantment, of course, since 1919 or 1997. And let's see here. Red. What is Red?
Red.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Your discography. Oh, excuse me. Oh, well, let's go to this discography. Discography. Red. Tell us a little bit about Red. In 2017, that was released.
Okay, it wasn't.
It,
um, at the time I made that bio up, I was working on Red. I'm still working on Red.
okay. Okay.
It's a tribute to my favorite group here on Facebook. Um, there's like 35 people in the group, and I want to give a shout out to my Reds.
All right, Reds.
Yeah, so it was just going to be like a 6 or 7 song EP, and I'm still working on it because um, life happens, and I want it to be special, and it's not coming together the way I want yet. So there's
Okay.
bits and pieces recorded, but I don't have everything I need yet. But yeah, that's just my favorite group of people here on Facebook.
Excellent. Well, I'm so incredibly anxious to hear one of your tunes, in spirit and in truth.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Ellerby. Oh yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just remember you're watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, live streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. Oh, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. You're watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour with yours truly, Sky Covington. You're listening to right now Tim Ellerby, in the spirit and in the truth. do that. All right. In the spirit and in the truth. That was powerful. Tim, are you there?
Yes, yeah.
That I mean, you already know. That was powerful. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what inspired you? What's your early musical memories?
Larry Graham at Graham Central Station. My mother had the Ain't No Doubt About It album, and I think I wore out 2 copies of that album.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know what music was then. I just know whatever they were doing, it sounded incredible, and I wanted to learn more about it. And like I said, music runs in my family. Both my parents were musicians. My mother still plays and sings in church. And I just, every opportunity I had, I would find a piano or a drum or something, just, hash something out. And I think by the time I was 15, and, me and my friends started buying what we call Kittyland keyboards, those toy Casios, and just learning every song we heard on the radio, it was the perfect childhood. It was the perfect thing to do, and I knew I wanted to do it as a career. Which life happens again, and you end up with jobs you can't stand. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, by the time I was 27, that's when enchantment tapped me, and I've been a professional musician ever since. So.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Absolutely excellent. So I have okay, so what's the story? What's the story behind you? What's your backstory?
What do you want to know?
I want to know something that no one else knows and there's something like no one else knows. Like, share with us, like, what's that one thing that you would share that no one else knows, and you don't mind just giving us a little piece of your life.
Okay, I hear you. I'll talk about my greatest teacher. I don't think anybody knows this, but my when I was in the 10th grade, I ran into this very vibrant woman named Susan, who was the drama teacher at Cody High School, Susan Story. And I was a very shy, teenager. I had no idea what I was doing in Cody. All my friends were headering. I was, bored and lonely and all that. So I ran into her in the lunchroom, and she was like, "Why are you in here?" And I was like, "Well, it's lunchtime." And she said, "You've already had lunch. I saw you 2 hours ago." And she said, "Come with me. I got a thing I want to introduce you to." So she took me to the office
Mm-hmm.
and had me join her drama class.
Oh, okay.
And in joining her drama class, I came out of my shell, and she was so influential in my life and others that she kind of turned out, superstars.
Oh.
Lucy Peck is in The Spinners. Nicole is in Brownstone. Uh, Dwayne does TV shows and movies. He's in Hollywood. Peter does movies. He's in Hollywood. Uh, Demetrius is in Atlanta with his own radio show. She was just phenomenal, and a lot of people don't know that the reason Tim is the way Tim is mostly because of Susan's story and her finding who I really was, or drawing that out of me, so I could let go of that shyness and really be myself.
Yeah.
And I still take some of her lessons to heart because I truly believe in authenticity as far as being who you are,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of what anybody thinks.
Yeah.
So that's something a lot of people don't know.
That's beautiful. We're on WJZZ Cool TV, everyone, and I just want to say, if you my Facebook friends are all here now. You remember you can also see the show on WJZZ Cool TV on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, and YouTube. And you can subscribe, like, and share. You can comment. Give me some pointers. Give me some music to feature. Let me know about some great artists out. We are listening to the amazing Tim Ellerby, and we are so very excited to have Tim. Tim is a brain. Tim, tell us. We only have a few more minutes to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think actually maybe 2 or 3. I just want to ask you one more question before we have to go.
Okay.
Tim?
Yes, I'm here.
What is your favorite song you've ever performed? Like the all-time favorite song?
Wow.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I know it is.
You know what? I know exactly what it is. Do you remember the Hug Detroit where Yvette and I did the Prince tribute?
Oh, yes.
The Purple Rain Prince tribute. That is still my favorite performance. And I know briefly, I'll go over this really quick. What people don't realize about that, because it's still circulating around Facebook, is that my singer was supposed to be there, for Dream Element that night, and she didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
And Yvette jumped in and said, we'll make something up as we go. So we ended up doing like a 15, 20-minute set that was completely unrehearsed.
Yes.
And it's still my favorite performance, like, ever.
Oh, it's just breathtaking. The Hug Detroit Day, if anyone knows, and also congratulations on being the Hug Detroit recipient for 2021, Tim. I'm giving you your roses